what's up? I'm Latrisha Fee-Fee Redmon, the owner and founder of both Fee-Nominal Music and Fee-Nominal Therapeutic Massage right here in the great city of Birmingham, Alabama. And I want to tell you about an event I'm hosting on May 31st during Mental Health Awareness Month called Brushes and Balance. Now, what is Brushes and Balance? It's an elevated sip and paint event that is for any broken, tired, overwhelmed, grieved soul, man or woman, who needs a safe space to release onto a canvas. And we have this event just for you. I have 3 dynamic facilitators who are going to walk us through this process of soul healing onto the canvas. I have Clarissa Kenty, who's a certified life coach, walking us through positive affirmations and permissions to release in a safe space. We have Lamar Story, who's a certified sound practitioner, coming with his sound bowls, a really therapeutic sound for us to be able to release and relax in our spirit, our souls, and our bodies. Also, we have Soul Wealth mentor, Dr. Vicki Johnson, coming in from Washington, D.C., who's going to be our soul expression facilitator, walking us from past, present, and future soul healing onto the canvas. And during the day, we're going to wear all black. And then that evening, we're going to wear all white at the Soul Healing Concert that begins at 6 p.m. Right? We're going to have 3 amazing vocalists. Sharon Collins, who's a very melodious singer. We have Deirdre Gaddis, very soulful singer. We have Nkosi Majestic, very smooth singer. All 3 of these vocalists are going to help us process even more into our soul healing. Be a very, very wonderful night. And I would love to see you at both events or at one, either one, but come expecting to release and to receive. Release and to receive. This is going to be, again, on May 31st, happening at the Epic Center on 3rd Avenue West, where Mrs. V and my bro, Big Ed, are the owners and founders of such a wonderful facility. So I would love to see you there. If you are also interested in sponsoring or also being a vendor, please reach out to me and I would love to give you more details about doing so. Go to www.brushesandbalance.com or you can email me at info@itsfeenominal.com. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you at Brushes and Balance, where the canvas catches what your heart's been holding. We'll see you there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show. I'm Clarissa Kenty, your Kingdom Concierge. Happy Monday. Hey, it feels like, kind of like winter or something outside. It was just a little brisk for me. I was shocked at how cool it was today and a little bit of last night, but it still was a beautiful and amazing day, and I hope that you had a memorable day today. You know, a lot of people will say they have this a typical Monday, and I did talk to someone earlier and said, oh, you know, it's a Monday, and I'm like, hey, it's a Monday that we're alive. It's a Monday to be breathing. It's a Monday to be kicking. It's just a Monday to just give God praise and glory, to honor to him, because we didn't have to be here. I used to hear people say, you could have woke up dead. I don't know how that happens, but it sounds good when you think about it. But then again, it's like, how you wake up dead? But anywho, I digress. But I'm glad that you're here today, guys. Go ahead and share this live out there. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful guest. She's certainly no stranger to the Ladies Room Talk Show. Comes in periodically and has some really great events, and she has another great event that she's bringing to Birmingham, Alabama. But before we bring her in, I want to give a big shout out to Sir Chris, the artist. That's what he goes by. That's his name. And so I want to give a big shout out to him. He came into the Ladies Room last week and talked about being able to showcase his paintings in a whole different country, guys. He was able to set up display in Dubai, which I think is super duper cool. To be able to go into another country, and now we can say he's internationally known. Some people say they're internationally known, but they really ain't. But he is. And so I'm big kudos to him. And if you missed that show, please go back to the Ladies Room Talk Show, jump into that Facebook page, hit like and follow, of course, and then reach out and check that live out on last week, because it really was a good show. Had some really great information and some really wise gems to drop in today. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo. Hope you guys are out there and celebrating. I talked to my brother earlier. He's out with some of his friends enjoying this day, and certainly hope that you're doing the same thing. I was going to try to go out after the ladies' room tonight, and I'm like, I'm a little sleepy. So, I'll use this as my show to say happy Cinco de Mayo. So hopefully you're able to do what you need to do on today. Mother's Day is coming up on this Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Certainly won't probably see you until after Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms out there doing your thing, being the light that you need to be for your children, being that caregiver, being that lover, being that person that kisses those boo-boos when they fall and get hurt. You are that mom. And so I want to let you know how proud I am of you. Give yourself a pat on the back, because being a mom is not easy, but God's grace is sufficient. So happy Mother's Day to all of you amazing moms out there. Also want to submit my prayer to those of you who've lost your moms this year. I happen to fall in that category this year. So for all of you who either just lost your mom or recently lost your mom, or just your mom is no longer here for this Sunday, prayers go out to you. I want to say maybe in less than 24 hours, one of my Facebook friends lost his mom. And so I've reached out to him to submit my condolences to him. So, hey, if you're in that space, remember the good times. That's what I plan to do, and look at videos and pictures and all that good stuff. Just remembering my mom, just an amazing light for me, and certainly going to be a different Mother's Day for me. But you know what? I'm going to get through it. I'm going to push through it. And I have an opportunity to minister at Summit Life Church for Mother's Day, this Mother's Day at 11 a.m. You don't have anything going on at your church, your local church? Come on out and fellowship with us. It's going to be a good service. I'm going to be talking about being miraculously equipped as a woman and miraculously equipped as a mother. So I'm looking forward to that message, and I submit my gratitude to the pastor and the first lady out there who've invited me to come out to speak on this day. So again, happy Mother's Day to you guys. Be good to your moms. Hey, be good to your moms, because I certainly didn't think my mom was not going to be here. So be good to your moms. Love on your moms real good. And don't ever, ever, ever cease to tell them how much you really, really love them. Dwayne Scott, homeboy from South Carolina, thanks for popping in. Give your mom a hug and kiss for me. She's like a mom to me. She knew me when I was an itty bitty child. So kiss Louise for me, Dwayne. So glad that you're in tonight. Minister Chiquita, hey. Good to see you yet again. I hung up with you earlier today, but welcome into the Ladies Room, guys. As you're popping in, be sure to share this live with your network of friends. Now, as I said before, this woman is no stranger to the ladies' room. Let me tell you, every time she comes in, she has something really cool, really exciting, really, really, really neat. So I'm glad to have her back here today. And I have an opportunity to be a part of this super duper event that she has coming up this year, which will be this month on the 31st. And I want her, in her own words, to tell you a little bit about it, what it's all about, what you can expect to receive, and what you can leave with. It's something that I've never experienced before in Birmingham, Alabama. She's always wanted to bring those interesting things. She was the one that brought in Birmingham, which I thought was pretty cool. So guys, no further ado, Fee-Fee Redmon, welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show, ma'am.
Hey. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
welcome. You been busy today?
I have been busy today. Yeah. It's time for sleep in a few minutes. As soon as we get off this car.
You sleep. Hey, you go to sleep with the kids, don't you?
Listen, I've been gone all weekend. It's been like one thing after the next, so I'm tired. But I might get out for Cinco, and one of my friends has got a new job, so we're supposed to go out and celebrate. So I can't go to sleep quite yet, but once we're done, yeah.
Why not go out, celebrate your friend, and have a good time? Why not?
Absolutely.
Yes. Want to say a good evening to Miss Ruby Shuttlesworth Bester. Miss Ruby is a very dear friend of mine. She and I met on last year, Fee-Fee. She happens to be the sister. No, she is the daughter of Fred Shuttlesworth.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's right? We have greatness in the ladies' room tonight. We got Redmon, we got Fee-Fee Redmon, we got Ruby Shuttlesworth Bester. I mean, it can't get any better than this.
We got Clarissa Kenty.
I'll cash up you after the show.
Yeah, please do. Dollar sign Latrisha Redmon. Go, baby.
Right. Well, we're so glad to have Miss Rube in the building. She's a beautiful soul, and certainly we hope to have her back in the ladies' room again this year when she comes back to Birmingham. So let's talk a little bit about this, Fee-Fee. You know, we're living in the world now where there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of issues that are going on. I've heard of a young man who committed suicide maybe a week or so ago because of stress, things that are happening that a lot of people want to control, but they cannot.
Yeah.
And so when you're in that space, when you're trying to control the narrative and you don't have that, the power to do that, sometimes it puts people in a very vicarious, I guess, situation.
Yeah.
So stressed out, high blood pressure, diabetes, headaches, migraines, you name it, whatever comes with, high cortisol. So, you know, you name it, those types of stressful things can lead into other things. And so I like what you do as a profession. You do a couple of things, but one of the things that I take advantage of is the therapy. And so truly, I think I posted a couple of weeks ago. I said, man, I got off that table. I'm walking sideways. And then I talked to some other people who said the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's really good for me, especially in the space that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
It's very, very therapeutic for me. So let's talk a little bit about what you do, Fee-Fee, for those people who don't know you, which I can't imagine many people who don't know Fee-Fee Redmon. So, but let's talk a little bit about what you do, your background. Tell us about Fee-Nominal music, therapeutic massage. And a lot of people don't know you're a vocalist. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, okay, yes. Number one, I am the baby of 10 kids. And my father, rest his soul, Bishop John Redmon, he was a very gifted man, played over.
You said you're the baby of how many?
Wait a minute. Don't do it.
That means you are spoiled.
No. I do the spoiling.
Yeah. I'll talk to your sisters and get back with you about it.
Don't say the same thing.
I'll talk to your mom too. That's who'll tell the story.
Oh, she gonna say the same thing too. I spoil her. Listen, I just talked to her today. I said, I'm gonna get you something Friday. I got you. So, you know, it's okay. You know, I don't mind being in that position. But no, I mean, definitely growing up, I was, you know, of course, being the baby of the family, I was spoiled. I was taken up for when folks try to beat me up and stuff. But you know, now the roles have reversed. But yeah. So he played several instruments, and so my family, we just grew up in a household of music and the word and all that good stuff. My mother, she's a musician, singer, and all that. So pretty much music was like all up in me. And so I started playing the drums at 5, and I was watching my brother. He'll be playing, and I'll come and just bang and bang until everybody just yelled upstairs at church, like, get out that drum, you know, because I was getting on everybody's nerve, but it's okay. You know, it did what it had to do. And so my brother, like I said, he would teach me some things too. And then eventually growing, you know, into gospel mime and into the word of God, preaching and all that. So pretty much just in church and trying to utilize every single gift that God has given. Started doing gospel mime and was doing that for a few years. Been able to travel overseas and in the States doing workshops and ministering through gospel mime. Picked up the guitar at some point, tried to pluck around a little bit, started writing some songs at a younger age and just really started getting more into that. So yeah, pretty much all of that. Then massage therapy fell into my hands. God spoke that into me when I was in a very low, depressed state in my life, trying to figure out what's next. You know, things wasn't going as I wanted it to. So I'm like, look, Lord, I'm tired. I'm over it. What? You know, so he spoke massage therapy. Heard his voice, thank God I knew his voice. And so I went into it and it changed and shifted my life in a great way. So that's just a part of my whole story of where I am right now. So yeah.
Wow, you do a lot. But I think with what you do, it falls in line in the liberal arts.
Absolutely.
And what you're doing. So you're not like somebody that's out here, you are a mechanic and then you're a chef.
Right.
Then you're a seamstress. You know, it all makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so we're excited about that. As a matter of fact, what some people may not know, I have a book signing that's coming up pretty soon, and you're the featured artist that will be singing some of your original music along with other things that you'll be singing there as well. So we're really excited about the gift that God has on the inside of you. So really,
Thank
really
you.
cool about that.
Thank you for having
So
me.
let's talk a little bit about brushes and balance.
Mhm.
This is an idea that you have shared, is God inspired. And
Mhm.
so what is it? I mean, how did you even come up with something like this? Is so different.
Mhm.
And how did you come up with it? And, what can the listening audience plan to receive out of this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was in the process. Normally, I host my daddy's girls and my dear mama events for Mother's Day and Father's Day. And so someone inboxed me and asked me what my next event was. And I think they asked me that maybe like March or so. When I was like, let me just plug some in between these two events, because I was going to collaborate both of those together, bring both those together. And so when I sat with it and it started coming to me, it began to just really make sense, because I know brushes, I mean, as far as sip and paint type thing, people do that. It's something that is normal that people go to. But as far as the mission and the vision behind what this is, God just began to tell me it need to be a soul release, because so many people, like you said earlier, are dealing with so much stress and strain and grief and traumas from past childhood stuff. And so with this, taking the paint and the brush and the canvas and just releasing all that onto the canvas in a space that we do have yourself as a facilitator and the others to kind of like help us process all of those things. So I just think that with it being an art thing, but also a spiritual release, soul, mind, body, spirit type thing, I think it's just all coming together to just help heal, just a mental dump, a spiritual dump onto a canvas. And hopefully people will walk away feeling a little lighter.
I like that. I was just thinking, because I think you have a canvas for me that I can do
Yeah,
the same thing.
yeah,
And so it will be interesting to see, because I've never thought about what this emotion that I'm carrying right now, I never thought about what it would look like on a
right.
canvas.
Mm-hmm.
And so even when I think about it now, it's a little scary to think about, based on how I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
exactly what that would look like. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
guess it's time to start, painting
Yeah.
what that will actually look like. And so I think it's an amazing concept.
Thank
I
you.
think it's something good that even if people can't verbally express how
Yeah.
they're feeling, to
Mm-hmm.
be able to have the freedom to put it on a canvas and
Mm-hmm.
allow your mind to just run with imagination,
Yeah.
would be great. I'm looking forward to it. I
Mm,
really want to I want to know what the canvas will eventually look like.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very interested in meeting the facilitator as well. Now, she's from Washington, D.C. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
like the Maryland area. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find her?
Well, I met her at my church function. I go to Bishop Elton Smith Church, the Impact Nation Fellowship. So he had her here maybe like 7, 8 years ago for a conference. And when she spoke, it just, man, she's just a powerhouse. She really speaks from a place that makes you just really want to sit and listen, and you take it. And so I just started following her on social media and connected with her as in her mentor group, and we just had conversations. She had me on her radio station. We talked some things out, and she also walked me through my own process of dealing with my little girl that was in me when I was really going through a lot of stuff, just broken, insecure, just a whole lot of stuff in my soul. She helped me to face some things within me. And so I'm like, when the idea came and I started thinking about, okay, well, how do we make this happen? Who need to be in place? I was scared to call her because I'm like, this woman be traveling the world doing stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if I got the money for her. But God told me, call her, And so when I did, she was like, and I told her I was afraid. She was like, what you scared of? Like, all you gonna do is,
Look,
And
that's
so
even another canvas you got to get out.
I know, right? I know, but I was afraid. But it was purposed for me to call her and for her to say, yeah, just get me there. I got you, And so and everyone that I asked to be a part, I'm grateful that you all have agreed, because I believe it's going to really be a space that people will come in knowing I'm about to really get some healing. I'm about to really be able to release in a safe space. That's very important for me to put out there. It's going to be a safe space. And normally when you go to like a sip and paint, I believe they have like already drawn out canvases that you follow the leader and they tell you how to do this and that. But because it's going to be a blank canvas, you paint from your soul, you paint from your heart, your experience. And so yeah.
Wow, this is
Mhm.
really cool. And I'm very honored to be on a platform with someone of that magnitude. I
Oh yeah.
mean, for that honor to be a part of that. And
And
so
she's
now we
honored.
have
Wait, let me say this. She's honored that she would be on the platform with you and all of that. So it's not just, I'm honored that all of y'all are a part. And y'all should be honored that I asked you. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
But
I knew that was coming. You're so humble. I love your humility.
yes, bless him. No.
Mm.
But I know for real, all of the gifts, all of the talents, all of the light that you all carry, I'm just honored that y'all said yes. So, like I said, with her, with you, with Lamar, I think it's going to be a really great group of people coming together and making this happen. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great too.
Mhm.
Especially with who are you reaching out to? I mean, is there a specific person that you would say, hey, brushes and balance is definitely for you?
Yeah. It's pretty much for, of course, both men and women, but anybody who's just tired, who's overwhelmed, who's broken, who's confused, who's stuck, you know what I'm saying, who's dealing with insecurities, who's dealing with just traumas of the past that they feel like they can't move forward. Any type of abuse, whatever it may be, that your soul is held hostage because you don't know how to speak, you don't know how to do it, and you feel like you can't, you got to do it alone. But you're going to be in a space where it's everybody who's there for the same reason, to release, to dump.
Mm.
So I just wanted to be for just everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Like the other night, I would love for children to come. The other night, I had a experience with these two kids. I was going to Railroad Park, and I was going to just to walk around, and I was going to probably go on live to talk about the event. But when I was passing them, they were playing in the water, and one of the kids threw a shoe of the other guy into a bush. And I'm like, now, little boy, don't do that. And so I'm thinking both of them are little boys, but one of them was a little girl, as I found out later. And so they were out there playing. And I'm like, well, how did you get home? How did you get here? They was like, we got the bus, and I don't know how we're going to get back, and blah, blah, blah. So we went through all that conversation. And eventually, when I knew they wasn't gonna be able to get home by the bus, they didn't want me to tell the police. I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell the police. They was like, no, what police, my mama, blah, blah, blah. So they explained all these things. And so eventually I went on and took them to their destination just to make sure that they got home safely. So in the process of that drive, certain things were said, and the little girl was like, she didn't want the young boy to tell me her mom's name and all this stuff. So eventually I got them to where they're supposed to get out. And the little boy who was in front with me wanted me, I guess, to take him to the house. But she's like in the back, just mad, just angry. No, don't don't tell her where I live, and blah, 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 blah. And she was so full of rage when she got out the car. She just got out the car and started walking. And I was like, you know what? Just wait, just wait. So I parked my car, got out, and I just hugged her. I'm like, it's okay. Just calm down. It's okay. And she's like, man, no, because just full of rage. And whatever her experience is at the age of 10 has her this frustrated, this angry, this aggravated, so full of whatever it is because of her environment or whatever it might be. So it's like, I want her, because at this age of 10, I want you to come and release so that it won't grow up with you. So get it early, because many of us adults didn't have really the outlets maybe that we really needed when we were younger. So that's how those things grow up with us into our adulthood. And it takes all these years and all this time to kind of like dig to the soul and the root of us, because it grew, it was in us as a child. So I'm like, I want that 10-year-old to come, you know what I'm saying? And really get this while it's right now at 10 years old versus at 50, 60, however old, you still trying to deal with what you had going on in your soul and your heart at 10. So yeah, that's who I wanted. I wanted to be for anybody who's pent up with a whole lot of anger, a whole lot of grief, whole lot of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's actually, I'll say, hey, Lady Gwen, my first lady's in the
Hey,
building.
what's up?
Also, Alistair Sanders popped in; she's in the building tonight as well.
What's up, Alice?
I applaud you for that and for stopping, because I know most probably wouldn't. When stuff like that happens, it's a call. You call to those little kids at that time to be there for them and to help them through. But you're correct. It's so many people grow up with that anger, and then you have adult that they're just children who will grow up to be adults who are angry, who are
Yeah.
disappointed, who are upset, who
Mm.
have these other things going on. And so it's so many things that causes us to be in stuck spaces emotionally. And
Mm-hmm.
so and what I have realized in times past is that people are afraid to be in silent spaces,
Mm.
where it's quiet, where
Yeah.
where you have to face
Yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see where that can be a little intimidating, especially if you're running from that, as you mentioned, the little girl inside.
Yeah.
If you're running from that little girl, or if you've turned your back from that little girl, or
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to protect that little girl within or little boy within a
Yeah.
house, you have to get to that point to where you must address it. You must meet that person that
Yeah.
you're running from.
Yeah.
So I like that it's a safe space,
Mm-hmm.
that on the 31st, and I'm excited that, like with me, I've gone to do meditation. So
Mm-hmm.
I try to do that at least a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
But when I started doing meditation for me is just being quiet,
Mm-hmm.
silence the outside noise.
Mm-hmm.
Means that I'm not thinking about anything, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
focusing on anything. It's just quiet.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, when I first did that, Fee-Fee,
Mm-hmm.
that 5 minutes was the longest
Mm.
5 minutes
Yeah.
of my life.
Yeah.
And every time something would pop, I'm like, okay, no, I gotta
Right.
stop. No, it's something. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I gotta let my clothes out. No. Oh, what am I gonna eat for breakfast this morning? Just
Yeah.
stupid stuff that would
Absolutely.
pop in. But it's just being quiet. But you have so much going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
Our minds are inundated, and so when we can silence the noise and when we can be quiet
Yeah.
and just be,
Just be.
just be. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times we just don't have that time,
Yeah.
either around people or you're doing stuff like,
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gwen, she's the first lady of our church. So I can
Mm-hmm.
imagine her being able to have true silent times.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm always doing, a mother of adult children now, my
Mm.
wife, I'm a businesswoman. I have all this stuff going on, and it's
Mm-hmm.
always something going on all the time,
Yeah.
My mind is always running as a business owner. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what's the bottom line? How much money got
Mm-hmm.
coming? Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And so I have purpose, even though I'm a facilitator for that day, I have purpose to engage and to be a part of everything
Yeah.
that take place that day. And so
Mm-hmm.
what I'm excited about is that you got us wearing all black,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
we're wearing all black from 12 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's us, being able to get the affirmations because you've tasked me
Yeah.
uh, to be the positive affirmation coach
Mm-hmm.
/ facilitator.
Yeah.
And when I tell you I'm excited
Mm.
because I just believe that God has gifted me to help people to look at things differently, to
Yeah.
shift the very mindset of a person.
Yeah.
And so to see things on the positive side, they kind of call me positive Polly. So I'm always positive. If I see
Yeah.
a glass, it's always half full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always. You give me
Absolutely.
lemon, you're gonna have lemonade. You got
Absolutely.
strawberry lemonade, pink lemonade, peach. I'm gonna take it all day. That's
I
just
love
me.
it. Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to being able to provide affirmations from a scriptural standpoint, from a
Mm-hmm.
biblical standpoint. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way we can do this.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking one thing that's contrary to the word of God, it's
Mm-hmm.
a lie.
Right.
And we know that the enemy is the author of all lies.
Yeah.
And so we have to go in and disrupt
Mm-hmm.
the mindset of what people have. It can be by what somebody said to them. It
Yeah.
can be grown up with very negative parents or negative
Absolutely.
people around you. It could have been something that somebody said that you can't do or can't be or can't
Yeah.
have, whatever.
Yeah.
We got to disrupt those things that are taking
Absolutely.
place. And so that's where my part will come in, that you've tasked
Mm-hmm.
me. And I'm very excited about that. So we got the
Yeah.
first part of what's taking
Mm-hmm.
place. We got on our all black, gonna be sharp with our black on. And then between 3, I think we got a little break, go home,
Yeah.
shower up, and
Yeah.
then you got us changing into all white,
Yeah.
right? So let's talk about part B of that day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Part B is the soul healing concert. Okay. So of course, like you said, during the day, you're doing the black because it's emptying out from your soul. So the all white is pretty much saying that we've been restored, rejuvenated, and we're getting into a space of peace and just coming back alive in oneness with yourself, oneness with God. And so that concert will feature 3 dynamic vocalists. We have Deirdre Gaddis. We already know she's a soulful singer, very heartfelt. You can feel it. Type singer. We have Nkosi Majestic, aka Eric Matthews. He's a very smooth singer, very passionate singer as well. Then we have Sharon Collins, who's a very melodious singer. She sings so well. And so these 3 gonna just take us to a space, also just creating that space for healing, and just singing different songs of gospel songs, neo soul, R&B, but songs that will reflect the place of being healed and just restoring and all that good stuff. I might sing a song or 2. We'll see. So
Please.
really, really. So yeah, but it's gonna be a really great night. So I wanted to start with the Black during the day. Initially, I didn't know it was gonna be like 2 events in the day, but it just fell on me to do that. And I'm like, well, hopefully people will, see the vision behind it and just end it with that high note of the concert coming in white. And so I'm excited about it. I'm nervous, but I'm excited about it.
Right. I mean, it's new, it's different.
Yeah.
And so you have to educate people on different.
Absolutely.
And I think that you're doing a good job of that.
Thank you.
I'm going to run the commercial again about brushes and balance, and
Mm-hmm.
so that people can get a clear understanding of what they can come to expect,
Yeah.
and then how they can plan to leave. And so I would admonish everybody. I think you have options of that you can do the duo packet, the combo,
Mm-hmm.
or just one.
Right.
And I recommend everyone to partake of the entire day.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I think you have vendors that night and some
Yeah.
nipples, some food.
We have vendors during the day, yes, and some little refreshments.
Right.
Some refreshments. You know what I'm talking about? Now between 3 and 5:30, 6 o'clock, go get your own food.
Right,
But
right.
we're gonna have a little nibble. You know what I'm saying? Let's something for you, but you may not get all full, but it's gonna be full in the spirit. Huh? The Lord will fill you up, huh?
Right. That's right. So you're telling us, please eat.
Please eat. Yeah.
There'll be a nice snack for that evening.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what time would doors open up that night?
That night, doors will probably open around 5:30.
Okay.
So 5:30. And
then
we start
right
promptly at 6.
Okay.
Huh? Yes. Now, one thing about a phenomenal music event, for those of you who have not attended, I am a stickler for starting on time. Okay. So if you are going to be at either of the events, please come beforehand, because we're going to start on time. Unless there's some type of something, we're going to start on time. So be there. Please be there.
All right. Hey, and look, she did a great job of just laying out everything with brushes and balance. So you can see at the very bottom of the screen, go to www.brushesandbalance.com. Go ahead and get that combo ticket, guys. They are kind of moving faster now as we're getting closer to the event. So you don't want to wait on that. I recommend getting the combo. You just want to get that whole experience, block out that early afternoon, evening. It's a whole vibe. And the good thing about it too is that you can meet people. You can meet different people that you don't know. It's a good collaboration. It's a good networking. So to give you a little bit more about Brushes and Balance, guys, check this out.
You've been holding it in. The grief, the stress, the silence. But what if there was a space where your soul could finally breathe? Welcome to Brushes and Balance, a wellness experience where your emotions meet the canvas. Join us for a day of guided painting, affirmations, breath work, and sound therapy, led by healing professionals who understand what restoration feels like. This is more than a paint session, it's soul work. It's a place to let go, to begin again. And as the sun sets, we rise in harmony at the Soul Healing Concert, featuring powerful voices and music that touch the heart. If you're tired, grieving, overwhelmed, or just ready to feel again, come. Brushes and Balance, where the canvas catches what your heart's been holding.
All right, guys, a big shout out to Miss V and Big Ed at the Epic Center, which is where Brushes and Balance will take place. And I think it's a great setup, guys. If you've never been out there to that venue, go out to the venue. I've been to several events. I just went to one Sunday.
Yeah,
Was it
absolutely.
Sunday? It was Saturday. I just went to one Saturday there, and it was really neat because you have two sides. So something was going on one side, something else was going on the other side. So it's a lot of good things going on. And I think, Fee-Fee, you have the whole building for that day. So one side will be doing the 12 to 3, and then we'll go over to the other side for the concert. So I'm real excited about that. Allison Sanders says she's going to be bringing her own steak since you're not offering anything but snacks.
That's funny. She's so funny.
But she's so serious.
I know. Oh, I know. That much I know it's true. I know it's true. I know it.
So then we got Minister Chiquita. She said, that's amazing. So I have some groups of people, Fee-Fee, who have indicated great interest in coming to Brushes and Balance. So their groups are like 5, 6, 7 people that'll be coming as a group. So they'll be coming and getting their tickets, and they've reached out to me about that. So, and then people saying they just need it, they just really, really, really need it and looking forward to it. And some people are like, well, I don't know what to expect. Expect to relax, release. Yes, get that out. Hey, Fee-Fee, you gonna sing for us tonight before we close down the ladies' room? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend.
Huh?
I'm just asking for a friend. And I'll just talk while you go get your instrument or whatever you feel like you need.
That's funny. Okay. No? Next time, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting a little voice.
Wow. Wow, but that's okay. Hey, in the ladies' room, everybody, you heard it first right here. She said next time she comes into the ladies' room, she's going to sing and bring the instrument. Everybody heard it. Everybody heard it, right? And as we go on throughout the night, everybody else will hear it. That's right, Minister Chiquita. Yep, Minister Chiquita heard it. Allison Sanders heard it. Next week, thank you. Allison Sanders, who is the executive producer of the Ladies Room Talk Show. So that means if she said it, it's going to happen.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, look at this. She's doing it next week. Whoop, whoop, yay.
See, we already had that, you know what I'm saying? We already talked about that.
Okay, very good then. Well, I'm going to look forward to it. And we're going to make sure that others will know about it too. Yes. All right. Lady Gwen come in. That means she heard it.
Yeah.
You don't want to lie to the first lady, not to that one. My first lady, the truth, and don't play.
I know. We've been knowing each other a while. I know. It's all good. I'm gonna keep my word. I'm a lady on my word. I got you.
All right, very good. I'm excited about it. Well, listen, I tell you, Fee-Fee, you're so excited about having you come in today and then talk a lot about what's going to be taking place with Brushes and Balance on the 1st. Just really letting people know, what they can expect to experience about that. We didn't talk a lot about what Lamar is going to be doing, but he's going to be doing sound bowls, and some people are like, oh, I don't know what that means. But it's really just music. A lot of spa music. You go massages at the spa. You don't know what it is, but those are the sounds that you hear. It relaxes the environment. So just really super duper excited about what you're doing and what you're to the table. And before we always end, you already know how we do it. I would love for you to share an encouraging word to people who are stressed, to people who can't forgive, for people who are so caught up in their emotions and just cannot let it go. I want to talk to those people if you could. Give them an encouraging word, because I know you got one. So give them an encouraging word. I'm going to bring you front and center to the screen while you give that word. Okay? Can you do that for us tonight?
I got you.
All right, thanks.
No problem. All right. So as she said, there's so many people that's burdened, that's overcome with just grief and trauma and drama. I want you to know that it's okay, first of all, but then I want you to also understand that you have to find some safe spaces, some time to really release. Because if you don't release all of that stress, all of that strain, all of that grief, all of that trauma, houses itself in your body. It houses itself in your body. And so you begin to feel all lethargic and sick and tight and tense and all those things because you're not finding a way to release and let go. I want you to give yourself permission. I want you to give yourself permission to say, you know what? I'm going to let this go. One thing I do when people come and get a massage from me, I do a hand scrub. And we say this affirmation. And if you're okay, and if you will give yourself permission to say this, I want you to repeat this after me. This is going to be your first step to letting go. This is going to be your first step to releasing. This is your first step to say, you know what? I'm going to exchange this. I'm going to throw this into the hands of God, and I'm going to receive what he has for me. That's what he said. Cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. And I want you to understand how much God cares for you. That he says, I want you to give me what you got, and I'm going to give you what I have. So I want you to say this after me, if you don't mind. I let go of everything I can no longer hold, and I receive what is exactly right for me. I let it go. I let go of everything I can no longer hold or control, and I receive what is exactly right for me. I let it go, and I receive. I let it go, and I receive. Put that in your mind. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, whatever it is that's holding you captive, whatever it is that's sitting on your shoulders, whatever it is that's riding your back, whatever it is that's stuck in your soul, whatever it is at the root of your life that you feel like you cannot let go of, you cannot get rid of, I want you to let it go so that you can receive the peace, the clarity, the love, the joy, the life, whatever it is that you need to make it another day, another month, another week, all those things, let go so that God can give you what he's been wanting to give you. Okay? You got this. And Brushes and Balance is another space, a safe space for you to let go some more. So I would love to see you at both of these events because this is for you and it's for me. It's for all of us who's overwhelmed, who has life just lifing. So let go. Take a deep breath with me, please. Okay, we're on a count of 3. Take a deep breath, and then we're going to release it out of your mouth. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Last time. I love you all. Let go to receive. Thank you, Clarissa, for this time, this opportunity. Really appreciate it.
Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing, very encouraging. I think it's definitely a good example of what everyone can expect to receive on the 31st. It's just a time that, and it's what you did is just gave us permission. You know, you gave us permission to release, and God said, cast all your cares on him.
Yeah.
And just lay these things at his feet.
Yeah.
So sometimes we, even though we're Christians, even though we're serving God, that's one thing that has been very difficult for most people to do, even in the kingdom work, even kingdom people.
Yeah.
Because it can be so, it appear to be surmountable passes and spaces that we feel like we just cannot get through because we won't release it unto God.
Absolutely.
So I thank you so much. And I know that what you have shared tonight is definitely an opportunity for people to come in and just release.
Release.
Release. I
Absolutely.
love it. Hey, Gerald. Gerald, I hope that you and your amazing wife can come on the 31st. He said he's popping in late, but Gerald is a very good friend of mine. He works as a contractor with ICU Media.
Okay.
His mom passed away shortly after mine did.
Sorry.
So he's in a space of healing.
Yeah.
It's going to take time for both of us, really, but
Yeah.
he's in a space of healing, and I believe this would be a good opportunity for you guys to really be in this space too of release. So, Gerald, hope you guys can come out. You and your wife can come out and hang out with us on the 31st for sure. Hand claps from Allison, release from Minister Chiquita, hand claps from Minister Chiquita. Hey, it was a great show, guys. Listen, be sure to go out there to www.brushesandbalance.com. That's brushesandbalance.com. Go out there and grab those tickets. You know what? Don't just get one for yourself. Get one for somebody else.
Absolutely.
Bless somebody else with this as well.
Yeah.
Bless somebody else with a ticket. Bless one or two people with a ticket. People that you know are going through. People that you know are heavy. People that you know that are always negative. I call them Negative Ned and Negative Nancy.
Yeah.
You know, they're always negative. They always have, just negative things to say. Always disheartened. You want to make sure that you help those people because hurt people hurt people. I mean, it just devastates.
I know. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we got to do it. Hey, Fee-Fee, thank you so much for stopping in and just hanging out with us tonight. Thank you again for sharing about brushes and balance. I want to run your video again, just talking about it, and then we'll call it a night. But again, I know you got a lot to do. You got to celebrate with your friend tonight for them getting their promotion or something great they had going on in Mayo. So you guys enjoy that again. Thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for coming in, and much success to Brushes and Balance. I know it's going to be great, and I know Birmingham is going to appreciate it, and surrounding areas, guys. You got Atlanta, Tennessee, Mississippi, Florida, all of these places where people can come and be a part of this amazing experience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right.
I appreciate you.
All right.
Hey, what's up? I'm Latrisha Fee-Fee Redmon, the owner and founder of both Fee-Nominal Music and Fee-Nominal Therapeutic Massage right here in the great city of Birmingham, Alabama. And I want to tell you about an event I'm hosting on May 31st during Mental Health Awareness Month called Brushes and Balance. Now, what is Brushes and Balance? It's an elevated sip and paint event that is for any broken, tired, overwhelmed, grieved soul, man or woman, who needs a safe space to release onto a canvas. And we have this event just for you. I have 3 dynamic facilitators who are going to walk us through this process of soul healing onto the canvas. I have Clarissa Kenty, who's a certified life coach, walking us through positive affirmations and permissions to release in a safe space. We have Lamar Story, who's a certified sound practitioner, coming with his sound bowls, a really therapeutic sound for us to be able to release and relax in our spirit, our souls, and our bodies. Also, we have Soul Wealth mentor, Dr. Vicki Johnson, coming in from Washington, D.C., who's going to be our soul expression facilitator, walking us from past, present, and future soul healing onto the canvas. And during the day, we're going to wear all black. And then that evening, we're going to wear all white at the Soul Healing Concert that begins at 6 p.m. Right? We're going to have 3 amazing vocalists. Sharon Collins, who's a very melodious singer. We have Deirdre Gaddis, very soulful singer. We have Nkosi Majestic, very smooth singer. All 3 of these vocalists are going to help us process even more into our soul healing. Be a very, very wonderful night. And I would love to see you at both events or at one, either one, but come expecting to release and to receive. Release and to receive. This is going to be, again, on May 31st, happening at the Epic Center on 3rd Avenue West, where Mrs. V and my bro, Big Ed, are the owners and founders of such a wonderful facility. So I would love to see you there. If you are also interested in sponsoring or also being a vendor, please reach out to me and I would love to give you more details about doing so. Go to www.brushesandbalance.com or you can email me at info@itsfeenominal.com. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you at Brushes and Balance, where the canvas catches what your heart's been holding. We'll see you there.
All right, guys, there you have it. The Fee-Nominal Fee-Fee Redmon, guys. She was in the building here tonight having a great event, Brushes and Balance. Brushesandbalance.com. Go out there and grab your tickets today. May 31st is going to bring that event. Is a 2-for-1, 12 to 3. And then we come back, doors open up at 5:30 p.m. at the Epic Center. Big shout out, Big Ed and Mrs. V, who are the owners of that facility. Guys, you don't want to miss this. Be sure to share this live for people that you know. Put it out there on your Facebook, guys. You never know when people are going through something, and it's going to be a great event. Remember, the first half we're wearing all black, and then the next half we're wearing all white. She got this thing going, guys. It's real smooth. I like the idea. And again, happy Mother's Day to all of our moms out there, guys. I won't see you until after Mother's Day. So we love you so much. Go out there and treat those moms with love, respect, and give them a big hug for me. Okay, guys? Happy Monday, guys. We'll see you back here next week. And remember, when you come back next week, the Fee-Fee Redmon will be back in the building along with some of her entertainment. So we're going to have us some good soulful sounds to give you a sneak peek of what will take place with Brushes and Balance. All right, guys, we'll see you back here next week. Good night.
Step into the ladies' room with Clarissa.